Thank you for everybody for coming. It's an amazing experience. One that I'm trying to take in. Just if we can take 5 seconds just to remember those that we wish would be here. Thanks. Couple shout outs. Thanks to all my family who spoke today. That was amazing. Blaze, can you come up here real quick? Okay, I'll come back. Okay. Our hostesses, John and Bonnie, they had a significant amount of work to do, and as you can see, guys, stand up real quick, get your suits on, shirts on, and stuff. Okay. Revolution Tailors out of Chicago, Matt Rosenbaum, the founder. I think we're really good. Lastly, I want all the fathers to stand up, please, and soon-to-be fathers, please all stand up. All of them, all of them, all of them. You guys thank your fathers for celebrating us, but we wanted to take a moment to thank you. Each and every one of you is significant in your child's life, and we really appreciate that. So cheers to the fathers here real quick. I don't know what Blaze is, but we're going to have ice cream for dessert, and Blaze wanted one thing, and he wanted these gummy worms here, so cheers to Blaze. He gets to have this treat.
Once again, Dr. and Mrs. Peter Marshall. Next up, we have the maid of honor, Lizzie Reed.
Elizabeth. Oh God. I'm Taylor's sister. I'm younger by 2.5 years, despite the frequent assumption that we're twins, or of course my favorite, that I'm the older one. I don't see the resemblance, but I'll take everyone's word for it. Growing up, Tay and I have for the most part lived up to our roles as the older and younger siblings. She always paved the way for us Reed girls, being the first to do many things that I would more often than not follow suit in about 2 years later. For example, our respective introductions to soccer at the age of 5 led to both of us calling it quits after one season when our parents realized that neither of us were truly sporty girls. Taylor doing cartwheels in the middle of the field and me being more interested in the post-game snacks than the games themselves. I've always looked up to Taylor in awe of her capabilities, inspired by her confidence, and mildly jealous of her knack for socializing. As always, the extrovert to my introvert, and one of the 2 major social butterflies in our family, right behind our father, of course. I've always admired her compassion for people, not to mention her ability to light up a room, be it a room full of kindergartners or a room full of dance moms. Sometime between our childhood days and now, Taylor's become my best friend, and I like to think that we make a perfect sister duo. She pushes me to be a bit braver, as was the case in our journey along the longest and steepest day hike at Zion National Park, when the humor she found in my very real fear of rolling off the side of the mountain somehow empowered me to make it to the top. And I personally like to think that having cleaned her room for compensation in the form of favors in our younger days, for too many times to count, somehow rubbed off on her tremendously and her organization that put all this together. Beyond being lucky to have a relationship with Peter full of laughs, support, and love, that's an incredible example to look up to. I also can't imagine anyone fitting into our sister dynamic quite as well as he does, so I think that's pretty amazing, and I'm really lucky. So, Peter and Taylor have dated since around my freshman year of high school. He's already seemed like a brother to me for a very long time now, having taken on the sibling role a number of times, ranging from offering me boy advice to editing my grad school applications and quoting "Queer Eye for the Straight Guy" with me. I've loved having Peter around since the beginning of the relationship, when my mom would send my best friend Morgan and I out on the front porch to spy on them with cookies in hand, of course. But truly, Tay and Pete are fun, passionate people who complement each other in a fabulous way. I've enjoyed witnessing Peter embrace all of Taylor's attributes, including the not-so-glamorous ones, even going so far as to create endearing nicknames for them, like Doris and Nacho Libre, and others that I will spare you the details of, and ask me later, I'll fill you in. And watching Taylor embrace Pete's love for the Packers, like in her college days, when, as if she didn't have enough going on already, she set aside time to thoroughly study the players to keep up with him and his brothers a bit better, diagrams and all. My favorite things about the two of you are your collective love for life and the amount of respect you have for one another. Having supported each other through high school, college, dental school, job searches, and first-time house buying and remodeling. Not to mention a dental reconstruction surgery, Haiti mission trip, emergency room visit, European summer abroad, wisdom teeth removal, half marathon training, and countless other both challenging and rewarding experiences. It's clear that your love for each other is undeniably special. I consider myself truly blessed to have two such amazing people as siblings, and I'm super thrilled to officially welcome Pete into the family. I wish you a lifetime of love and happiness, and may the party never end.
All right, next up, let's hear it for the Iowa and Wisconsin newest boy band, Chris and Tom Marshall.
I hope you guys took a little bit of the champagne. Are you all here for the wedding? Yeah?
I am honestly so surprised that so many people were able to find Bridal, and that so many of you were actually willing to come to Bridal tonight.
We had such a hard time getting people to come to Bridal when we were kids, so I guess this is truly a special night. Sorry, Mr. Olson, we still only have 9 holes, though. If you don't know me, I'm Pete's younger brother, Chris.
And I am the baby of the family, but the tallest Marsho, so I have that going for me.
Chose us as co-best men, and with the wedding party this year, I guess you have to have 2 best men. Pretty sure they had to bring extra tables in just for this night.
Anyways, we are so honored to be up here for you guys tonight. Pete, Taylor, what a great couple and a happy event. You know, I'm just so thrilled that people from all over can come and celebrate with us tonight.
And for everyone else, it's amazing how far you're willing to travel for a free meal.
So let us begin discussing our relationship with Peter Marshall. The golden child, as Chris and I call him. So we met in the, thank you, Matt. So we met in the early 90s. From an early age, we have all 3 of us have had an intense brotherly rivalry. And as younger brothers, Pete was always roughhousing us and, you know, trying to beat us up, but, I mean, that means that we lost pretty frequently.
And for the times that we did win things, we like to remind him, remember my first golf meet ever that I beat you? Good times, yeah.
So who would like to hear about Dr. Pete's first dental patient?
It was me. So we're in our 416th house, we're on the front sidewalk, and Pete blindside tackled me from behind and knocked out my front tooth. But actually, the part that blindsided me wasn't the tackle, but it was him running inside, and instead of saying, "Oh no, Chris is hurt," it was, "I didn't do it, I didn't do it."
Well, Dr. Pete, I really hope that's not how you still deal with knocking people's teeth out.
Are you sure you still want to do this?
So as kids, growing up with Pete above us in school was definitely challenging. Straight A student, except for that B that he got in yearbook class. State golfer, National Honor Society, homecoming king, where do I end, you know?
And on top of all the resume builders that he has, he's always had all the intangibles. He's nice, smart, giving, compassionate. We kind of get it, Taylor.
If Chris and I had a nibble for every time that someone said, "Oh my gosh, are you Pete's brother? I love Pete."
We'd be like pretty rich, but not like super rich. Just like
Pete is always the most humble and coolest guy wherever he is, and you know, that's why Chris and I call him the golden child.
and that's also the reason why we feel the need to make fun of him at every chance that we can get.
So if any of you know Pete well, you know that he is a very great golfer, right? But that doesn't mean he hasn't hit a few bad shots in his life. So growing up, we had an 8.2 acre park behind our house, and it was actually very big. And we always used to hit golf shots back there. And when Pete was practicing in the park one day, on one shot, which I would assume was a wicked shank, he managed to avoid the entire 8.2 acre park and shattered one of our windows.
And then there's also the time that he was practicing pitching in our backyard. So we had a pitching mat. It was roughly 6 feet tall, 4 feet wide, 24 square feet, so it's pretty big. And Pete threw one of the worst pitches I've ever seen. Not only did it miss the strike zone on the mat, but it missed the entire mat, and he broke another window. Fun stat about Pete, he has 2 hole-in-ones and 2 broken windows.
And while Pete has all of the great things to look up to, he gave us something even greater to look up to today.
And that brings us to the new Mrs. Marshall. Taylor, let us be the first to apologize for all the last name difficulties you're about to have.
Marshall, you'll say.
Marshall, they'll say.
No, it's Marshall.
Pro tip, just make sure you emphasize the O. Your spelling your name out is going to become second nature. It's Mrs. M-A-R-S-H-O. It's much easier that way.
Taylor, it's hard to imagine finding someone better to join our family than you. Mom, you finally have a daughter after 28 long years.
But don't think you're getting off without an embarrassing story as well.
So if you know Dr. Pete well, you know that we all actually are diehard Packer fans, but he also, right? Thank you for those shots. Go back. So you also know that Dr. Pete loves Duke Blue Devils basketball.
So Taylor, tell me if I got this right, you were in an airport in the line of a Jamba Juice, is that right? Something like that?
And she talked to this guy for roughly 20 minutes, and from what we understand, it was a very pleasant conversation, right, Taylor? Yeah, okay. And after he left, the worker at Jamba Juice asked Taylor if she knew who she was talking to. And she said,
to which the worker said, Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving. The superstar basketball player and former Duke Blue Devil, one of Pete's favorite players. So instead of being upset that Taylor didn't recognize one of Pete's favorite players, Pete didn't bat an eye, and I suppose this truly speaks to the strength of their relationship.
So Taylor, you were thrown into the fire of our family pretty quickly. You had to witness all 3 of us bicker like old people on a constant basis, which is a pretty big feat. You have been harassed by our dog Jordy, and I think the biggest feat of all is that she put up with Pete for the last few years.
You've been through some pretty tough times with us as well. We'll never forget that one time, right after Christmas, you were set to visit us in Wisconsin, and we had a death in our family, and instead of saying, "Are you sure you want me to come?" she said, "I'm on my way."
And that was the moment we knew that we had another Marshall in the family. So.
We're really happy that Pete found his compliment in you. So many great qualities. You're strong, intelligent, independent. And the part that I think we like the most is that she makes Pete be nice to us.
I agree, Chris. And despite all of the positive qualities that Peter has, he definitely needs all the help that he can get.
I know he definitely doesn't know how to cook well.
And I'm pretty sure he didn't know how to work a stove until he was at least 26 years old.
So we want to thank you guys
Pete, for giving us so much to look up to,
for always having our backs,
and being a great brother. And Taylor,
for putting up with Pete,
and his two brothers,
for being such a great addition to the family.
and for being the best sister-in-law that Chris and I could ever ask for.
So with that, we have a couple toasts that we'd like for you to join us in.
This is to you guys, an awesome duo.
To Taylor joining the family,
To Grinnell's newest power couple.
and to the Packers.
And most importantly, to your future together.
Let's give this one to what already one of the best couples around, Dr. and Mrs. Peter and Taylor Marshall. We love you guys.
Let's hear it for those best men. And one more time for Peter and Taylor. All right, next up we'd like to have the father of the groom, Tim Marshall, come up and say a few words.
Here, do you mind getting up?
Oh, I need notes. But I don't need reading glasses, so that's a good thing. So I've given 1,000 sales meetings. I've done a lot of public speaking. I've given eulogies. But I gotta be honest with you, this is